So it's Thursday morning. Tony and Tess fly in this afternoon around 5:30, and we've just about got everything done that we needed to get done before they get here. The grass is cut, the cars are cleaned up and maintained, but the dually's not quite done. Jeremy ran into a couple of snags on that project, but he's still working on it. My biggest concern right now with the dually is we're getting close to Friday and the weekend when we need to leave. So if we get in a pinch for parts, we may not have the dually to use this weekend. We'll just have to see how it goes.
There's you, Pop. What's going on? What is happening?
Here to torment you.
Oh, that's great. I'd like I didn't get enough yesterday with Uncle Bucket.
I came down this morning to pick up a tool to cut oil filters apart and some cotter pin assortments that Mark ordered in for me.
So we've got a 560 piece assortment, and we also have the large assortment too. If you're
No,
anything
I don't
like
need that.
What,
Put that back.
I
No.
might need for Uncle Bucko.
Well, then let
works on
Uncle
big
Bucko
stuff.
pay for it. I'm not buying
All
Uncle
right.
Bucko's stuff.
All right. He'll be here shortly, so I'll hit him
Oh,
up with
God.
that. He needs to put some taters on my plate because he's taken some off recently.
Uh-oh.
Power steering pump. There's some other things. Belts. So, you know.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah. There's going to be, you know what to pay.
Now, something I have noticed in the past is Jeremy has a remarkable way of putting a business in the red if you're not careful. When dealing with Uncle Bucko, you've got to make sure you've done your homework.
Under normal circumstances, that belt would have worked fine on an automotive application, but evidently not an own and generator application.
So we clear up the belt situation and we move on to the oil filter cutter. It doesn't reach. It don't reach.
Yes, it does. You just gotta hold your mouth right.
Wait till my brother sees this.
Wait a minute, and then look. It almost. Well, okay, it's close. We're really close.
Epic fail, Mark. You're lucky Uncle Bucko's not here.
Well, I know he's on his way.
So Mark thinks he struck out on the pipe cutter. Well, I let that go for now. I go ahead and pick up a set of wrenches and sockets, and me and Junpup jump back into Malibu and head back home. I'm supposed to meet with Austin from Lucor Automotive at Roosters in Pickerington for lunch today. So I'm going to drop June off at the house, run inside and grab a couple things out of the refrigerator, and then head towards Pickerington. And I don't have much time. I'm already running late as it is.
June is aware she's missing out on Paige's crumbs. She wants in immediately.
She's the only one. For whatever reason, Roosters no longer stocks A1, so I have to bring my own.
And you'll forget it.
You do know that that's raisin sauce, right?
What?
It's made out of raisins.
That's not true.
Read the ingredients.
Let's read it.
I don't have time.
It's raisin sauce.
Whatever it is, I like it.
If you would have your steak cooked correctly.
Don't start with me, Paige. Don't start with me. It's not raisin sauce. It's A1. Steak sauce.
Here.
No, I don't have time for that. Give me that.
Time for this.
I'm leaving. If it's not bad enough I gotta argue with these two, I run into Jeremy as I come out the back door. You just appeared out of thin air.
I'm magic.
I gotta go to lunch. I got stuff to do. I'm already running late as it is, so I gave Jeremy a heads up that there's a situation with an oil filter cutter down at Mark's. He's headed that way. And when I got to Roosters, I find out they've taken my favorite parking spot and turned it into some green weenie electric vehicle charging station. At least I'm getting a free lunch out of Austin today. Anyway, while we're sitting there having lunch, all hell is about to break loose down at Mark's over this oil filter cutter that Mark tried to sell me earlier in the day.
Bunch of slackers.
I got something to show you.
Other than that haircut you got?
Yeah, you like that?
Oh my
I
god.
buzzed it all off.
This is what you're working with?
So here we go, folks. Buckle in, because this is about to get good.
What's going on now with the oil filter cutter?
I had Mark going pretty good earlier when I was here, and I didn't have the heart to tell him that this thing was adjustable.
Oh, you can extend it.
You twist the handle.
I figured if I just let it go and let Jeremy sort it out, it would make for good content. And it definitely did.
Yeah, if they would have took a minute and paid some attention. Attention to detail, something they have no clue about.
But then I got this used filter here if you want to try cutting one open and see if it works.
We'll do that.
So, Mr. Attention to Detail takes a used oil filter, clamps it in a vise upside down, and then proceeds to cut it in half.
Wait a minute.
Anyone with half a brain cell would know better than to cut the oil filter apart upside down.
Well, whoever's oil filter this is, looks good. Nothing.
Mark's learning the hard way you can't turn your back on Uncle Bucko.
I was alone for 2 minutes. How come there's stuff all over the place?
Well, it's full of oil. Well, I guess we're gonna show my brother that the tool he walked out on works. It helps if you pay attention to what the hell's going on. It helps if you pay attention to what the hell's going
I
on.
love the big mess you made in the back.
Hey, I had to do testing, didn't I?
Oh, whatever.
Hey, I want a bag of floor dry. Chop,
30 or
chop.
50 pounds.
50 pounds.
All right. Loaded?
Yeah. Hurry up, white cracker.
Thanks for stopping by.
I'll make sure I kick the old man right in the nuts.
There you go.
So as things start to calm down at A1 Auto Parts, Jeremy heads back to the farm to work on my dually to hopefully finish up the ring and pinion installation and exhaust repairs. I, on the other hand, need to go to the airport to pick up Tony and Tess. They are flying in this weekend to go racing with us at KD Dragway, and they're on a top secret mission to purchase another vehicle. Now, Tony Politano from the AV Boys is pretty well known for being a pretty good stick shift driver, right? He drives the gray mare, street races it, and Tony and Tess also do some radial racing out in California. But they've got their eyes on a car that's for sale here in Ohio. So the plan is they're going to go ahead and pick up this car and they're going to make some improvements to it before the weekend. So our first stop today was Jegs to see Uncle Terry, who just came back from vacation in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. We get some wheels and tires swapped and pick up some parts to get ready for the weekend. And while we're at Jegs, the guys back at the shop are busy putting together Vicky's new big wheels for the kids' big wheel races this weekend at KD. I think Rob and Kenny got a little carried away with the modifications. Anyway, once we got done at Jegs, I took Tony and Tess down to A1 Auto Parts in Buckeye Lake so they could meet Mark and Tyler. We picked up some shop supplies, some degreasers, and some straps. So just in case they get this car finished up, we can take it to KD and tie it down on the trailer and haul it down behind Vicky's Suburban. We put the car up on the lift and Tony and Tess get busy cleaning up the underside, changing the oil, and putting a new set of wheels and tires on. Tony also put a brand new drive shaft in the car just to make sure we didn't have any trouble with that. Miss Vicky and Harley were getting ready to pack up the trailer just about the time Tess was ready to back the car out of the garage for the first time. Now, if this car looks familiar, there's probably a good reason. This is the Mustang that Billy helped Molly build. She sold the car to Tony and Tess, and they're going to take it back to California eventually. But for this weekend, it's headed for KD Dragway, and Tony's going to run it in stick shift class Saturday. So what's the plan here, Grandpa Hollywood?
Well, we're gonna go out and beat the daylights out of this thing, stick shift style.
So we're taking this thing to KD, right?
Yeah, my first time there, driving this car, and gonna be driving at that race, or racing at that track.
Stick class.
Stick shift class. So we'll see what happens. I'm a long way from home, so hopefully I can do something good.
I don't think there's ever a place that exists that you can't drive a stick shift. I don't think that's a thing.
Well, we'll see. Don't put me on the spot, I'll start missing gears or something.
Well, we gotta put someone next to you. You miss gears when you're not racing someone. That's what happens. Alan's not in. What are you doing?
I'm gonna double nut
What are
it.
you doing?
So yeah, first time at KD, I've always wanted to go there. And now, here we are, I may even race there. Depends on if I break this thing tonight, I don't know. That is a possibility.
You gonna take it out and make a test hit tonight?
Yeah.
You
Uh-oh.
gotta let
Billy-
me make test in it before you break it.
Billy talked me into it. He said, hey, we should go make a test pass. I'm like, all right.
Talked you into it, just like that, huh?
Yeah,
It didn't take that much to talk you into it.
no. No, not at all.
So what are you working on now, Grandpa Hollywood?
We're putting a carb spacer on it for more RPMs.
A wooden carb spacer.
I like wood carb spacers. I know I'm weird, but I had one on the mare, and it seemed to work really well. So this being a bigger inch motor, we'll see.
How big is this one? 347?
No, this is 410. It's a bit bigger than what I'm used to.
Yeah, don't rev this thing like you rev the mare, please.
If Kelly was here, I'd have to. I'd kick the rods out of it.
The car cleaned up really good underneath. I can't believe it.
We're still.
Melted all that stuff off there.
Yeah, we're still going at it. So.
Are you done?
Yeah,
you
you can go now.
want washers on it? Because they weren't on there before.
So is this going to be your Ohio car? Like when you guys come back, this is your Ohio car, or are you taking it to California?
That's an invitation to just leave it here, I guess. But
Yeah, but then to get a use out of it, you got to come back.
yeah, I'm sure we'll be back at some point. I don't know. Who knows? After we go racing together, you may kick us out of the group. You may kick us out of the family.
The car looks really good on these RC comps, man.
Yeah, RC's for the win, for sure.
And actually, I'm not a big 17-inch wheel fan, but these look really good on here.
Yeah, she wasn't either until we put 17s on her
It really
Maverick,
wasn't.
and
I
then
was
the
so stuck on my 15s in the front.
and then the old man said, "Hey, you need to put 17s on." She's like, "What? Okay." I think we just ordered them that way. She didn't
You
have a
kind of
choice.
forced me into it, and then I fell in love with it.
Yeah. So we'll see. Got a couple more things to do before we get ready. And then we should be good.
Gonna go over it with the Jax Wax clay bar.
Yep. Clay bar, we have to change the oil line, adjust the clutch.
But it's getting close.
Yeah, it's definitely getting close. Change the spark plugs. Getting close. Yeah. Should be fun.
All right, guys, so we are loading up to head to KD Dragway tomorrow. And Billy's taking the Nova. As you can see, it's already in the trailer. Taking the S10 right there. And we've got to go get the Falcon. The Falcon's still at Tommy's house. Me and Tommy's going to go get it here in just a minute. But we've got merch loaded up. Uncle Robbie's got his Cousin Eddie camper. Uncle Robbie's going to be camping with us this weekend, so Uncle Rob will be there. Kenny Powers and Harley are loaded up back there. They're going to run hard tire in Kenny's Camaro. So we should have a really good weekend. I'm hoping. The weather looks pretty decent. I'm going to go ahead and get this video finished up and try and get it uploaded before I leave tonight. Vicky and I are going to go ahead and go down and get our pit spot, hopefully tonight. And the kids are going to come down tomorrow. Let's go ahead and see Miss Vicky and see if she's got any details that she wants to release tonight before I finish my video. All right, Squirrely Locks, you got any last minute details you want to dish out before I finish my video?
Well, the weather chances of rain have improved. So
Well, that's good.
yeah, like the percent by evening when we're racing is almost 0. So
Perfect.
It's going to be good, great evening. I'm excited to debut our new big wheels for the.
Oh yeah, they're in the video. Everybody's seen those already.
Oh, okay. So you showed them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty tickled with those. We always used like the plastic big wheels, but they just don't hold up. So
No.
these are sturdy.
And they don't get very good traction either.
Yeah, these have rubber tires.
Right. So
We may be setting some records.
oh, they'll be record set. And Uncle Bucko got the dually done. It's here,
Yes.
so we're taking
Hey,
it down.
I ran some errands in it today.
Yeah.
There's no service engine light on. For
Really?
the first time in like 20 some years, there's
Oh,
no
it's
orange
not
light.
been 20 years.
No, it has been. Like
No, it hasn't.
Anyway, it's not on. Knock on wood. There's no warning lights of any kind on. Because he said he fixed the O2 sensors.
Is the rear end quiet?
Yeah.
Does the air conditioning work?
Yeah. Even
We're
in all
set.
that heat today. Yeah.
All right. We're just going to finish packing up tonight and head out, right?
Yes. And we'll see everybody down there. They're racing both Saturday night and Sunday night. And Billy says he's racing both nights.
All right.
So he says the truck will be in tailgate class Saturday night. And the Nova, he's going to put it in big tire Saturday night. And then Sunday is small tire. And he says he's going to wait and see which he wants to put in small tire, either the Nova or the truck.
I got you.
See?
All right.
All right. That's the plan.